Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. This morning I'm going to do a newborn's essential videos for you. And these are newborn essentials for our twin boys. I wanted to record this video because when I was doing my registry, there was so much stuff on it that I was like, where do you even begin? Like, what do you really need? What don't you need? What are we going to use? And obviously, the only thing you can do is take the advice of other people who already had twins or babies, and hopefully they let you know some of the things that worked for them. And then also, I also want to know like stuff that didn't work that they asked for. For me, I asked a lot of people what to put on our registry. Plus I looked at lots of videos like this, and I'm so glad I did, because it did prevent me from buying a couple of the things that I now realize I wouldn't have used, and also helped me get some of the stuff that has been literally essential to the boys being home. So the first thing that I would say that is a newborn essential, I'm just going to jump right into it. I'll cover the electronics, and that is our baby monitor. We have the infant optics baby monitor. It is really cool. It's got this antenna. Oops, I'll show you. Got this little antenna. It's got a little kickstand, and this on, off, and sleep. And so it can be on and the monitor on, or it can be sleeping and you can just hear what's going on. It's got a lot of really cool options. This is the camera. The reason I like this is because you can mount this to the wall. It's got a wall mount on the back. And it's got interchangeable lenses. So you can do a zoom lens. You can have a really wide lens. And then there's also like options to zoom in each lens. You can also have multiple cameras attached. I'm pretty sure we just have one. And the position that the camera's in hits in the center of both of the boys' bassinets. The really cool thing about this is that this acts like a walkie-talkie and a remote. So when this is on inside the menu, you can turn the volume up and down to hear yourself, or you can go over and you can use this as a walkie-talkie. So on this thing right here on the monitor, it says talk, and you can hold it and you can say like, hey, is everything okay in there? Or I'll be right in, or whatever you want to say. And then you can also hear, like, say my husband is in the room with the twins, and on the monitor, he wants to ask a question like, can you bring in a bottle for them? I can talk back on this and say, sure, I'll be right in. And he knows that I'm coming with the bottle. So I thought that was really cool, that it works kind of like a walkie-talkie, that you can hear the person talking and then you can like talk back to them. And then the other thing is this also controls the camera. So you can zoom in and out and look really closely at the babies. And you can also turn the camera right to left and up and down. And so like if I want to look at one twin, I can actually move the camera directly onto them and zoom in and zoom out, and then move the camera back. And so I really like that. I thought that was like, I didn't really see a lot of baby monitors with this. I put this on my registry and got this as a registry gift. I'm also going to mention when things were on the registry that I started, like I put on there, and what I purchased afterwards, just because there were things that I honestly was like, I'm never going to use them. And then I ended up needing them. So that was the first electronics. I'll put that down there. The second thing, electronic wise, that we have, and I guess it's not like technically electronic, it's just got batteries in it, is this forehead scanner. The reason I like this is because I can take the boys' temperatures while they're sleeping. I will tell you, as a new mom, they tell you how crazy you're going to be, and like how you're going to be listening to your babies breathe and constantly feeling their forehead to make sure they're not sweaty, even though there's nothing wrong with them. You really do. And so we had like a regular monitor that could either be under the tongue, under the armpit, or rectally. But when they're sleeping and you're just like paranoid and trying to check on them, this just goes right across the forehead, reads it in like 2 or 3 seconds, and gives you the temperature. The boys have actually never really needed it. They've never been warm. I think I just paranoia like was doing this every couple of days when they were home. Like I would think they were breathing fast, and I mean, infants already breathe fast. I knew that, but like I was like, they're breathing faster than normal. This is great, and it doesn't wake them up. And I think that's the thing that I like about this the most. You don't have to wake them up to take their temperature. And if they were really sick, and they don't feel well, the last thing you would want to do is wake them up. So this is really great, and it makes a difference when you don't have to wake your baby up to check on them. Oh, I got that on my registry. I put that on my registry. I And I got that as a gift. This is my third newborn essential. This is a white noise machine. I actually didn't put this on my registry. When I made my registry, I put it on. Then like a week later, before I shared it, I was like, you know what? Ugh, that's stupid. Like if I really need a white noise machine, I'll put it on my phone. And I ended up needing the white noise machine and using my phone for like the first 3 weeks. But I would want to put the white noise machine like really close to the boys so I couldn't have it plugged in all the time. So my phone would die playing white noise throughout the night. So I ordered this off Amazon. I think this guy was like $16 to $20. His speakers are on either side, which really works great for us because I can put it between the bassinets and it puts the white noise pointed to both babies. His belly also is like a warm yellow light instead of the bright white light. So if I need to check on them, I can just do that. He has a white noise, a heartbeat, I think 2 other sounds. Oh, and he sings lullabies, but we basically only use it for the white noise aspect. The boys really like it. The other setting it has outside of having the light or no light and the volume, the lullaby or the white noise, is it has a timer, and the timer is either off, which is the setting we leave it on because we use it throughout the night to keep the noise from like the world from bothering them, and then 60 minutes or 30 minutes. So you can just flip the timer to either 30 minutes, 60 minutes, or in the middle, and it'll just only turn off when you turn it off with the big power button. Like I said, I didn't put this on my registry, but I ended up buying it off Amazon probably 3 or 4 weeks after we had the boys, after I was like downloading white noise apps on my phone and using them constantly. Before I go to something else, one of the other electronics that I find was essential for us was a wipe warmer. I know everybody will say like, oh my God, I got that. I never used it. We've used it and we love it. The boys do scream when the wipes are cold at night. It wakes them up. It just wakes them out of a dead sleep. If we change them and use the wipe warmer wipes, they tend to stay very like subdued and kind of like in a sleepy state, so that then we can feed them in their sleepy state and more easily put them back down to bed. When we don't use a wipe in the wipe warmer and it's freezing cold, they just jolt awake. And also we're using wipes and dropping them on top of them when we open the diaper so we don't get peed on. You know, it's just nice not to have a freezing cold wipe dropped on you. So we used it. I put that on my registry after a friend of mine who also had a little boy said it made a world of a difference when she was changing him at night. I got that as a gift and I totally love it. I just didn't want to unplug it and let the wipes go cold and have to like replug it and let them warm up. But I will insert a picture of the wipe warmer. So for the boys' comfort, I am putting an essential down, these zip pajamas with the little clip that buttons over the zipper part. Zip out, put them in there, zip them back up. I put this as an essential because I actually didn't register for a lot of these. I registered for some open bottom gowns and they were great, but these keep the boys so warm. They keep their feet so warm because, you don't really think about it. Babies don't have blankets or anything to snuggle and keep them warm. So your house, if you're running a fan or whatever, can cool them down pretty quickly. I only got a couple of these as a gift because I didn't register for these, but have since purchased and received several more as gifts. I love these. Like, I did have 2 that button. Huge mistake. Buttoning from like the neck all the way to the toes in the middle of the night when you're changing your baby is obnoxious. It will break your soul more than the sleep deprivation will. Snaps will break your soul. And then I saw a meme the other day that was cracking me up about like the only thing they wanted, like the only piece of advice they had given as a parent was zippers, 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 zippers. Nothing but zippers. Don't do anything but zippers. I'm a believer. I love these zip pajamas. The boys love them because I don't have to there's not as much finagling going on and moving them around when I'm getting them dressed. So this is a wonderful invention, the zipper pajamas, foot to neck, and I would never recommend getting snaps, not unless you have a lot of time. During the day, I feel like it'd be more okay, We have some of the onesies that just have the snaps on the bottom, so it's not a big deal. But in the middle of the night, when they're in these like full length pajamas, the zipper is a godsend. Okay, the next thing for the boys' comfort is this Earth Mama nipple butter. I actually bought this myself before I had the boys for nursing, and then looked on the back and saw that you can actually use it on their bums. They also have like neck rolls that they like get milk in, and then I have to wipe them out a lot, and so it can get kind of chafed. So I put this in their neck rolls now, and it helps keep it from getting red. And the baby chiropractor actually recommended we did that. But this also can just like go on their bums to keep them moisturized. This is like 100% organic, non-GMO. So there's nothing in that they can't have on them. So I've used it on dry patches on their face, on their scalp. Speaking of scalp, this works miracles. But if you want to soothe our twins, brush their hair. So this and this, I both registered. I registered for a brush, and I got this on my registry. It's amazing. It's very like soft. I didn't think I would use it right away because the boys don't have a lot of hair, but after a shower, I use this and it like puts them to sleep. Like brushing their hair instantly soothes them, and I love it. So like if they're a little cranky at night, we just brush their hair and their eyes like start fluttering and they like pass out. It's really, really cute. I did register for this and got this with a set. It came with a comb and like a brush that actually has little like individual spokes on it for when they have more hair. This is a Frida baby scalp scrubber. And I don't want to say scalp scrubber because it sounds really harsh, because this is actually very soft. It's made out of silicone. And it like suctions to my bathtub. But the boys, I use this to like massage their head with like gentle baby shampoo, and it is amazing. It helps with cradle cap, which is just a result of extra hormone causing the baby's scalp to be oily. And so this really works to like slough it off and keep their scalp like fresh and clean. They also really, really, really love this in the bathtub. So the boys just love their hair brushed. I mean, who doesn't? But I thought that was really cute because I never really thought like, you know, that it would be something to soothe them with. I actually received this as a gift. I did not register for it. A friend of mine who just had a baby girl gave this to me along with some other bath accessories, and much appreciated. I didn't know I needed it, and I'm glad I got it. Pacifiers. So this has been a godsend. Like, we honestly, with two babies, you can't always hold them both and console them both at the same time. Oftentimes one twin is just crying because the other is crying. So it's a beautiful thing to have a pacifier so you can soothe one baby and put them down and then tend to the second baby. Also, picking them both up at the same time often accelerates and aggravates them because then they're crying in each other's faces and they're really loud next to each other. It just makes it worse. So for everybody who's like, well, why don't you just pick them up at the same time? That often makes things way worse. So the pacifier for the baby that's less upset, you comfort the baby that's more upset, and then pick up the baby who is, once the other one is soothed. So this is a bibs pacifier. This company I found online, it said that the nipple was very, like in the mouth, felt very breast-like. And so because we were going to be breastfeeding, I wanted to make sure we had a pacifier like that. I think we got 4 of these, and this is size 0 to 3 month. There's 3 to 6, and then 6 month up, I think. And the nipple is just better fitted to their mouth as it grows. This pacifier is not only cute, they have the most beautiful earth tone, jewel tone pacifiers, but it's the only one the boys will take. I tried the Nook, I tried the Wubba something, I tried, I think we in total had 4 different pacifiers. This is the only one that they will hold on to. And so I really love it. I will be getting the next size up when they turn 3 months. So in my hand, I have the Nose Frida. This thing, I just rinsed it out, so it's got water coming out of it. This is something that I saw other people getting. I saw them registering for it. I did not register for it. I thought it was gross. And then the babies were stuffy because we live in a dry climate. And so I went and purchased this from Target. This part goes in your mouth and you suck on it, and this part goes in their nose. And there's like this sponge stopper in the middle. I think it was between $15 and $20. It comes with a couple extra sponges. There's no way to get like the snot up into like your mouth, even though this thing grosses me out to no end. I ended up breaking down and buying it, but my husband is the one that administers this. We use a little bit of breast milk or saline in the baby's nose, and then we suck out anything in there. They get really uncomfortable when they're stuffy and cranky, and so this has been amazing. I highly recommend putting this on your registry. I would say of the things I didn't register for, this has been the most needed. And then the last thing, and I didn't do these in order of importance, the last thing that I would say on my baby's essential list is the Boppy lounger. We got one Boppy like regular pillow. We got a Twinsy nursing pillow, and then we also got a Boppy lounger. I did not register for any of those. I bought the Twinsy pillow myself, and then the Boppy regular pillow and the Boppy lounger were both gifts. Although I didn't register for them, the lounger, even though we started with one, we now have two. I bought the second one off Amazon for about $30 to $35. The boys love it. It's amazing for them to lounge and like look around at the world. They love being in it. And then also when it's just one person feeding two of them, we can hold the bottles and have them propped up on it, and then the bottles like feed them. And as always, if you like this video, subscribe and hit the like button so I know to make more videos like this. And let me know, what was your twin essential that you couldn't live without, that either you registered for or you bought afterwards, and what didn't you use? Like, that's always fun for me to hear what other people didn't use, because I actually took a lot of that advice and didn't get or register for a lot of those things. Thank you guys. Thank you for joining. Bye.